Hello, YouTube. It's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for the knife of the day. And for the second day in a row, the knife of the day is a new knife. We do the knife of the day every day as we go through my collection, one knife at a time. We have been doing Spyderco discontinued knives. We'll continue to do those. But I think we'll branch out from the discontinued knives and keep on going through these knives. Yesterday I had a new knife. Go check out that. It is on the playlist on my new knife or the knife of the day playlist. Today, the new knife, this is not a new knife. This is the new knife. It is the Spyderco Para 3 Digi Camo with the Digi Camo scales. Of course, this is the original Para 3. The Digi Camo scale Para 3, well, that's coming from Spyderco. But I have to tell you, before the end of this year, I guarantee you, there are going to be so many variations of the Spyderco Para 3, we can't even count them. Just like there's so many variations of the Paramilitary 2 and the military. And I can't wait. Bring on the variations. So let's talk about the Paramilitary 3. It's not really, but a lot of people are calling it. It's actually called the Para 3. We've been waiting for this. A lot of people have been waiting for the Para 3 almost since the Paramilitary 2 came out. Paramilitary 2, one of the most popular knives from Spyderco. It's just the perfect EDC. But a lot of people with the Paramilitary 2, a lot of people wanted a smaller blade. I like smaller blades. And so for years, people have been saying, hey, how about a smaller Paramilitary 2? Everything the same, but just smaller. And we know that Spyderco had been working on it for years because we would get these reports, these cryptic reports from people who had been at SHOT Show or Blade Show. I've never been. I hope to go at some point. But I guess Spyderco at their booth always have experimental knives. Okay, some knives that they're working on. And they would always show off the smaller Paramilitary 2. There were rumors that they were going to call it the Militia. Because, of course, the Paramilitary 2 is a smaller version of Spyderco's military. So when the military came out, everyone loved it. Except the military is usually either a liner lock or, if it's titanium, a frame lock. Of course, the Paramilitary 2 and the Para 3 have a compression lock, but we'll talk about that a little later. So first came the military, and then everyone said, how about something just a little bit smaller? So Spyderco came out with the Paramilitary 2, and let me tell you something, the Paramilitary and the Paramilitary 2, it just went gangbusters. First of all, it was smaller than the military. It's a good size. But also what really drove everyone crazy was the Spyderco compression lock. What a wonderful lock. And knives with the compression lock are just so smooth too. They really are. So, of course, it made sense that was a popular knife. Everyone wanted a smaller Paramilitary. Well, I'm recording this in 2017. Really in 2016, was it? Or the beginning of 17? I forget, but a couple of months ago, Spyderco came out with the Paramilitary 2 with G10 scales. I'm sorry, the Para 3. See, I'm getting all confused. The Para 3. And it is exactly what I told you it was. It is a smaller version of the Paramilitary 2. You can see the big lanyard holes, the clip, same clip. You can Position it 4 ways. The only real difference is because it's shorter. When you see, to put the clip down where this one is, tip up, right hand carry, in order to do that, they don't have enough space to put it at the side of the lanyard hole, so they put it on the top. And so you do see that the placement of the clip, when it's moved down there, is a different placement. But pretty much everything else is the same except for the size. So get ready. Get ready. Even Eric Glesser was saying that people have already contacted him for new variations of the Para 3. So let's talk about the Para 3. The big part of the Para 3 is that blade. The exact same dimensions as the Paramilitary 2, just a little bit fatter, a little wider. It's just under the 3 inches, which is great because now it's legal in more places than the Paramilitary 2 is because of that 3-inch nonsense. S30V steel, just like the original Paramilitary 2. We can expect the steels to change with the variations. I'm sure Spyderco will have sprint runs. I'm sure Blade HQ and a lot of the other knife centers and a lot of the other people will have their own variations on the Para 3, and I can't wait. Spyderco came out with the Digi Camo. That's their first variation. Pretty soon we'll start seeing more from folks. Oh, I just love this knife. I do. For me, I like smaller knives around a 3-inch blade. The Paramilitary 2 perfect EDC knife, now you shrink it, and I think it's even more. You have that 50-50 choil as usual. S30V steel. The total length when it's open, just 7.2 inches total. I mean, we're talking about just a wonderful knife. Of course, that flat grind, just like the military and the Paramilitary 2. That compression lock is everything. Okay, remember, I just got this thing yesterday. You see how smooth it is? I mean, literally just drops. This is from yesterday, folks. Brand new. So, very smooth as well. The one variation from the original that was just released a couple of months ago is that the G10 is instead of camo, it's Digi Camo. They do a digital pattern on top of it that's like camo. So you can see the digital parts of it, the squares, instead of usual camo. That is the only difference in this Para 3. But I wanted to get the first variation. I know I'm starting to sound like an interior decorator, but really because I had the other digital military, paramilitary, and now I have my Para 3 to match up with it. Can't wait till Blade HQ does their natural G10. Some people call it the Jade handles with the CPM M4. Can't wait to complete that set as well. There you have it. That's the knife of the day. It's the Para 3, the brand new Para 3, just released from Spyderco in the Digi Camo scales. That's it, you guys. If you enjoy these knives of the day as I take your hand, walk you through my collection. I figure it's going to be over a year before we're finished with all of these. We're starting with Spyderco. This is not just a Spyderco series. We've got all kinds of knives in my collection. About, I want to say 450, 500 knives. They're in 4 Pelican cases packed way too tight. 3 1550 Pelican cases and 1 1600. So if you enjoy me walking you through that collection and the knife of the day, thumb this up, share it. Don't forget to subscribe. We're still, it's slow, but we're still trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. And also don't forget to turn on your notifications because more knives to come. I'm expecting a very, very special new knife of the day tomorrow. Hint, 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 hint. So you guys have a perfect day. Just keep everything happy. How about that? I know that sounds so Pollyannish, but just try. Don't let the don't let the people get you down, okay? Take good care of yourselves and your family. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.